welcome back to the R.S.B, the Real Sports Brothers, episode 22, which is out with the old. We have some NFL coaching moves in the NBA standings. We have some moves around in the second part of the leaders in the East and the West. Cooper Flagg, the young buck, what he's doing in the NBA, and obviously there will be a new Super Bowl champion next week. So it is out with the old and in with the new. We just happen to have three old guys talking about it. Haha. So, jumping right into the NFL coaches of note, as I have here, we have Atlanta with Kevin Stefanski. He is more of an offensive coach. The Ravens went with Mentor. He is more of a defensive coach. The Bills kept their offensive coordinator, Joe Brady. The Browns with Todd Monken, who is more of an offensive mind. The Dolphins and Halfley, who is an offensive mind. The Giants brought in Harbaugh, who obviously is more of an all-around coach, but I would say he's more of an offensive mind. The Steelers and Mike McCarthy and whatever mind he has, but he's more of an offensive guy. And the Titans and your boy, you don't want to see him in the alley, Robert Saleh getting another chance. And I think it is well deserved just because I think it was like the Titans are making up for what they did to Vrabel. And so they kind of went back into the well with that. Myrick, since you are more consistent and your boy Andre leaves us out to hang with his exciting takes, we'll start with you. Any of those step out for note for you? Who are you? You got about three of them that stand out.
I got a couple that stand out, and the first one's Stefanski. Um I
The
think
guru.
he's gonna go down there and well, he's a well, let's just get it. He's a cocky dude, like, and it's okay to be. He's really arrogant for the product that he puts out. It doesn't match his arrogance. Let's just say that. Let me just say that. From what I see, the product out there on the floor and his arrogance, it just doesn't match. Um, I think he's going to go down there in Atlanta. Uh, Atlanta needs a lot of help, and like you said, defensively, and like you said, well, he's more of an offensive minded coach. Um, I still think they need some help on defense. So I'm whatever other pieces he's going to bring to put in down there, and then you go down there, you still have a quarterback issue.
hmm
So how are we going to fix that? And you're him dealing with quarterbacks. ain't,
But hey, that's
has
what he is. He's in your
just
quarterback guru.
Is he?
he's just
I
not
mean, it's been 3 years.
up to par. So I'm interested. I think he's gonna go down there and fall on his face, man. And it's just another I didn't like that pickup. When I heard it, I was like, no, that's not the team for
Mhm.
him. So that was one that I did not like. You spoke about Salah, and I'm gonna respectfully have to disagree with you.
Oh wow.
Oh
He's the
yeah.
yeah, he's a coordinator, man. He's a coordinator. I don't think he's a leader of he can lead he's a coordinator that can lead on the defensive side of the ball. I don't think he's a head coach because I he if for a second I don't think he ever, I mean, I don't not for a second, I don't think he ever had anybody in the Jets. Like he didn't have them under control. So
Mhm.
I just don't see him as I see him as a coordinator. And does he deserve a second chance? Hey, fine.
I
If
understand the take, Andre. You agree?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do
Um.
understand your take.
I,
Go ahead,
I,
Myrick.
oh, go ahead. Yeah, because I
yeah,
don't
and
necessarily
I
agree with
Okay,
that's just
okay.
what I want to keep my eye. I'm rooting for him because I
Yeah,
like him,
yeah.
but I just don't see him as he has to prove me wrong and he has to go down there, take control. I want him to go take control because I want to see him do good. He's a
Yeah.
good guy, but he just didn't take control in with the Jets and take that. And that's ultimately, I think that's what got him fired.
Devil's advocate. I feel
that.
like right in line. I understand what you're saying. Obviously Andre's on different, so we'll let him different. But I understand your take. Go ahead with your third guy, if you have one.
And my third guy is Mike McCarthy. I mean, not Mike McCarthy.
Hey,
uh,
definitely.
he was on my mind, but McDonald. Uh,
Monken?
uh, Huh?
You mean Monken?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't. I like that. I like that. You don't. You don't like it?
I don't understand it.
He's going to get fired.
Yeah, I don't
That's what he's
understand it.
doing.
I
He went
think
there to get
see
fired.
for him I have your solid take. I understand him completely as a coordinator, but as a head coach, I'm like, well, how?
I it,
I
I
don't
think he
see it.
has. I think he has the pieces in place to succeed. If he falls on his face, it's on him.
Man, I don't know about that offense.
All right,
I mean, he's
Myron.
got he's
Help me.
got like it's a technical on what you said. He has got some pieces in place. You know what I'm saying? But as far as a full anything, I'm not sold on Shador. I think he's competitive. I think he's definitely
Oh
better
no,
than
no, no. Not yet. No,
yeah, he's
no, no.
definitely better than Gabriel,
I
and he's
think he.
definitely better than Touchum. But I don't know that I don't know that he's necessarily it. I do like the running back. I like their receivers as a whole. I like because of Fannin and because I
Mhm.
think Judy has talent. But I don't know that Judy's not a number one. Fannin's definitely a problem. Go ahead.
Would you say this if he gets him to a
500.
Hmm?
I would even go a couple games above 500. Is
If
it
he goes
would it be
against if he goes a couple games over 500, he's winning, and
okay?
he's
Okay.
absolutely in line with
That's
being a
all I'm
legitimate
looking
head coach.
for from him. A game or two over 500. I'm not saying that he's going to get him into the playoffs, but if they go in, if he makes them look better than what they did last year, and he gets them moving and there's some momentum behind him, I think he's all right. I think that's my dark horse pick.
That's cool. Hey,
Yeah.
there he is. He got the dark horse. I love that. That's your signature. All right, Andre, what you got? You got three of them.
Yeah. We're going to go back to Salah real
Okay.
quick.
Okay.
All right, Myron, here's why I'm a little bit different.
Okay.
When he was in New York, it's a dysfunctional franchise. He
Yes.
never really had a good quarterback. He had the owner meddling. It was just a trash franchise. I think with the Titans, the expectations are super low. They were terrible. He now has at least he knows who his quarterback will be. They'll build it around him. He'll make that defense better. He'll have a little Mike Vrabel effect. What you're saying about Todd Monken, that's what's going to happen down there in Tennessee. He gonna get them up to 8 wins, 9 wins, coach of the year candidate, soft schedule. But I think he is a leader. I do think that, and I think in New York, even with that dysfunction, I never felt like they were running wild on him. It's just terrible franchise,
Yeah.
which Todd Monken will be finding out during his tour in with the Browns. I'm also looking at all right, John Harbaugh right now, who's staking his career. He had an he had an MVP quarterback. Now you got Jackson Dart. Everybody says he's good. His, but what I've been seeing is people are saying the expectations. The team is bad, and they know he's good, so he'll probably get a pass if they're bad next year,
You
and
think
they
that's a
will this.
bad team in a whole?
They feel, as a whole, yeah, they just feel like that's team. They're not going to the playoffs next year, are
No,
they?
I know that, but I'm saying I think you got stuff you can whip between that defensive line and the offensive talent if Neighbors is healthy. Because you got dueling running backs,
That's
and
what I was
if
going to say.
Jackson Dart is legitimate competitor, now we know he ain't top 10. I know that, but if he's a competent, aggressive, gunslinging type of quarterback, you don't think that they've got enough weapons, like you said. But I guess you said 500, so that's doing something.
Yeah, so I can roll with that, but Harbaugh's the one that's intriguing because there'll be some sort of early returns, and then my favorite, Mike Minter, man, with the Ravens. They're already fully loaded, but he scared me yesterday.
Yeah.
His OC is 29 years old.
There
Your
we go.
quarterback is 29 years old. Your OC has never called a play in the National Football League.
But he's got a fresh mind, man.
Hey,
Ah,
kid got fresh experience on coaching NFL players.
True.
Some of them, he's old enough to be something like that. I mean, they're sons.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
That I
kidding.
mean that's
That's a bit of exaggeration.
but yeah, you does get me. But then you look at people like M- uh, McVay, and it's like old boy who was in the Steelers forever. He went there, I think, what his early 30s. So I mean, I just feel like a fresh mind. If especially with the NFL can be stale on offense. I think that's why I feel like the NFL was handicapped by a cover two this year. Do
mhm.
we've seen the cover two since the 90s? It's like, what is going on with the offenses that a cover two can just shut you down? I know bigger, faster, smarter, but like there's still holes in zones. There's still people who pull this stuff off. There's obviously offenses who figured out how to move with it. You know what I mean? So my thing is the league. I mean, at times looked very XFL-ish with the bottom half of the quarterbacks. And so, like, I think if you have one of those minds who was like sitting there, like, man, I don't understand why these guys are missing it. You can do this and that, depending on obviously offensive line play. But I definitely see the value in a young, fresh mind.
I like
That's a good.
innovation too. I love college football because you get
Yeah.
all sorts of craziness,
Yes.
even darn near reckless offenses.
Yeah.
I just think for a team that's playoff ready, like the Ravens,
That's a good.
are you really going to? I just don't want to put my offense in my MVP, who
Yeah.
could be, depending on who's calling the plays, you could get an MVP that at times can struggle
Mm,
depending on the play calling.
mm. Okay. Okay. All right. I don't. I'm kind of in agreement. The ones who step out to me, Stefanski, Joe Brady would be mine to break out for the pack. I am excited to see if he can be one of those guys who was able to roll over a more disciplined mind in the sense of going 50-50 with the run pass offense and more plays that it just seemed like the offense, when we knew this whole year it was scrap on, well, beside the running game, what you had as far as what he was passing to, and the fact that he was able to work that into getting them that far, even with Superman, was impressive. So I am excited to see what he can do. Definitely, I that is the Todd Monken take. I don't know who Heffley is for the Dolphins. I think that is a fall on your face type of hire just for the take of it. I think that's the type of guy who comes in. You don't have any name, you have no credentials as far as big, flashy, and you're taking on a team in flux. Man, you're asking for trouble on your resume. You're looking for a nice losing record for, I don't know if they deal with it for 2 years, and then you're right back out there. And those are the type of guys who never get chances again. So I don't give a dang about him. But yeah, and the Robert Sala, I'm with, like I said, I do agree with it. I think he is a nice, disciplined guy. I think he can be ahead of his ship. I think he is a nice leader. And bottom line is, he's a I'll fight you type of guy. I think he can get guys to fall in line. So I do think the Titans. Now I don't know that it can make the Titans better. I don't know that he's that guy. I think he's got to have a good offensive coordinator mixed in with this talent, has to pan out. They definitely need some draft picks. I don't think they have a lot on offense, so they definitely need some more firepower for him, because I don't think he's going to bring him to the table on that side is where he likes. But I definitely think Titans are one of those teams that, even since the 90s, they're supposed to have a top 10 defense. So he falls right in line with that, and they have enough holdovers. So that was the NFL segment.
I got one honorable mention.
Go
We
ahead.
didn't we didn't we didn't touch on it. Our guy, hometown Chiefs get back
Benjamin.
EB. That's gonna
Yeah.
be that's
But
gonna be
but
a
I'll say this. Is there anything to add to a take saying this? I'm glad what he brings for bringing a steady ship. I'm glad what he's going to do for the locker room, and I'm glad what he's going to do for the accountability. I don't know that I can say anything else. I don't know that he can call anything worth of plays. I don't know that he can help running backs do anything. I don't know that he can be creative as far as anything else.
I,
But I
I don't
know.
think
All
he's
right, you got to take the running back one. All right, you had me on the first because he's not calling the plays. And
he's not calling the plays.
yeah, he just call. He's speaking into the helmet, But running backs, that dude was an All-American running back.
That's
You
fine.
saw what he did the first time around.
You can teach a running back vision in Pacheco. You can
Oh
teach a
well, no,
running back. You can take
Hey,
a
you know
running
who
back
you
back
can't
in time.
teach?
You can give a running
Jeremiah
back
Love.
legs. You can give a running back legs as far as Hunt goes. You can do that.
No, you could teach Jeremiah Love how to
I
be an
agree with that.
NFL running back.
If he's there, then I agree with it. But if we have holdover running backs who have all been in the league at least 3 years, what can he add to the table to them? Nothing, nothing, or nothing. But like I said, I
All
like.
right, all right, I'll give you that because I'll have an answer for
All right.
that.
All right, jumping into the NBA, looking at the standings, the Pistons are still holding strong even with their injuries. The Knicks finally have climbed up, so I would be excited about that. They are on a 5-game win streak. The Celtics, we didn't expect them to do much aside from dirty up shirts. And with the
that's
three,
crazy.
basically between Pritchard, White, and Brown, they have been holding it down, and they are tied with the Knicks. And everything after that to me is just a light. Moving down in the West, the Thunder took a couple losses. In fact, they lost the other day. So they have fallen back to the earth. They will not contend for breaking any records, but they, to me, are still hands down the best team in the West. The Nuggets actually made some moves without Jokic, which surprised me. Jamal Murray really helped his cred as far as holding that team in the second place. The Spurs got thumped the other day by a very aggressive Charlotte Hornets, even though they're not anything. So, and the Golden State Warriors were trying to fight after losing Jimmy. So we will switch back over this time to you, Andre. Anything in the association stand out to you?
What really stands out, I'm all about Giannis right now. I just want to see what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Now, when I look at the options, I hear a lot of Warriors chatter. Maybe it's because I follow the Warriors a
Mhm.
little bit, but I don't know how he makes them better.
And what do you give? Like you said, you're gonna give up. I don't know how you make that move. I really
Yeah,
just don't even know how.
the Bucks said they
Kaminga,
want a young stud. They want an A+ player.
but that would be
Where
Moody over Kaminga.
Yeah, but you're not. Are you pulling that trigger? I'm like the
No.
only team that I think can really make it work would be like somebody like Detroit, and they don't seem all that in. They don't seem like they're about to go get him.
Nah,
I
Detroit's
Somebody,
not
wouldn't.
knocking down
I
the
wouldn't.
piano.
I like the way they play.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, I was just about to say that Detroit's fine with what they have on the floor right
He
now, and
break.
I
He break.
wouldn't bust that up for
Because
that
you
for
have to bring
Giannis.
in. You have to trade Duran, and I don't think that helps him. Because now you load Giannis. You slap him at center.
so yeah, when I look at it, I'm like, I think Giannis deserves a better situation, but I don't
Definitely.
know where he goes where he's a real fit. Number
Yeah.
one,
Yeah.
where he actually makes somebody better, and where there'll be a title contender.
Yeah.
You might as well just stay in Milwaukee because you're probably going to end up in the same type of situation.
Yeah.
Just another also ran. I
The-
mean, he's
the-
not going to New York. Who's New York going to give up for him?
Well, they've got a lot that they could give up for him, and that's the only place that you have stuff that you can mix and match and give, Towns or some other, combine one of those high priced forwards along with some of that bench talent. Of course, you have to throw in Robinson, and then you get him there. Now you still go to the playoffs, but I still don't know that that gets you to the finals, to win the finals, So, but New York's the only team out of when you say Golden State, when you say Celtics, and when you say um, the Knicks. That's the only team that you're going to even be in the playoffs in.
Yeah, Miami.
Miami, yeah, Miami also you could, but I mean,
But yes, that everyone gives you a pause because you're like,
yeah, you definitely
it,
go to
Yeah,
Miami. Miami once again falls into that. You're probably in the playoffs, but you're definitely not in the finals.
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. No, no, no. I was just about no finals for that. No.
yeah.
Yeah,
You don't trade for Giannis to just make to just go to the playoffs.
Yep,
You
gotcha.
don't.
yep, yep.
So I don't think he moves. I think it's a lot of intrigue. We've been talking about this 2 years now.
Yeah,
Oh, where's Giannis going? They got to unload him.
yeah,
Tell me where. And if
yeah,
he goes to Golden State, who cannot afford him and doesn't have a good enough player,
yeah.
there's like one player on that roster that you would give up, He's 38 years old.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And you're not trading him.
No. So yeah, everywhere he goes, it's like you either don't help the team or they stay status quo, which means hey, we were going to go to the playoffs, but we weren't pause going any deeper. You know what I mean? So I before we go to you, Myrick, because you can double tap off of whatever he says, Andre. I wanted to address the take that I had in the post, along with any NBA takes you had in the standings, with the Cooper flag thing. I definitely didn't want to be aggressive or look down on Cooper Flag. It wasn't to say that he is lesser than. I guess deep down, I try to protect takes because I don't always want to make a LeBron take. But as you know, because of the way the league moves, most of the severe takes that these shows have are based upon LeBron. They just do the same thing. They either blatantly live off of him and use his name, or they just subliminally make takes off of what they see him do. They just don't say him. But they recently I've heard a couple asking, is he the best 18-year-old that we've seen? And I think that's ridiculous to say. Do I think that he is
Mhm.
talented? Do I think that the dude can play? Yes. But when I look at him, like when I look at the skill set, aside from playing the game, as they say, the right way, his handles don't stand out. His athleticism is nice, but it's not. I don't feel like he doesn't look like Blake Griffin, So and his passing is willing, but I don't also find him making any kind of crazy passes that are highlight reel. So with that saying, yes, he is very fundamental. He is a very good 18-year-old. If you said, LeBron, and then directly after that, that's a conversation. But to say that he's the best 18-year-old is ridiculous. To not take into account that I hear takes out there that we can all agree with, that the league is not necessarily watered down, but the way they play waters it down, because you don't have enough teams that play disciplined defense and that consistently compete at the rim. It's hard to kind of move and cut defense. I don't complain about that. I don't know you're just asking for more tearing ACLs, closing out on all these threes. But at the rim, you consistently see guys just watch layups and then they inbound the ball. So that's definitely poor. So like I said, I was stuck in the middle with saying he's definitely talented, definitely can be an ascending player, all-star level, blah blah blah. But
Mm-hmm.
to say that he's just right now just legendary and one of these awesome dynamos, I don't see it. And their 19-29 record to me backs that. So I had a lot for you, but ooh, go ahead with your NBA take, and you can
Uh,
anything once he gets to flag, Andre. If you got anything, you can just pimp off that.
all right.
Well, we were talking about teams that NBA. I think I'm going to just go quick with Boston. I think they've embraced their underdog role, and they've gotten there by. If I watch the games I watched, they really elite, high level defenders. So
Yes.
they pay attention to details, rebounding, offensive execution, um, time is situational basketball. They're very well coached, and everybody's embraced the role, and they stepped up their games and to take some of the slack off of Brown. But Brown's playing phenomenal, and I didn't see it coming.
Yeah.
I thought this was going to be a written off season,
I think we
but
all would say that.
Mm-hmm.
it's fair to say, and but they're proving us wrong, and I think they're going to give people a lot of trouble coming up here in the playoffs. So, um, it's just and then to go back to their coaching and those guys willing to take on other roles and execute the roles that they're given, and I think that's a good I think that's good on the Celtics. Cooper Flag. Um, I said it I said it when he was in I said it in college, and I said right when he got here, and it was all Cooper Flag. I was like, and I'm not a hater. He's a very say this before I say what I'm going to say next. He's a very skilled basketball player
Mm-hmm.
as at 18. He's very skilled, above all the rest of the 18-year-olds in the league right now. If there's any other ones in there, 18 to 20, he's right there with him. He's not ready for the big lights yet. He's just not there. He just doesn't do, like you said, iso ball. It's is not existent. I think his basketball IQ could use a little bit more help, but he's 18.
Yeah, because he'll
So
chuck up a bad three.
yeah, but you're 18. I'm not putting this pressure on you. These people with these takes are doing this,
Yeah,
and that's wrong. That's very wrong of them to do that. Give him time, but to say that he's the best 18-year-old we've seen,
crazy.
I can't.
No.
I'll tooth and nail. I will go against that every time, and we can go stat for stat. We can go big game situation. We can go. We'll break it down. All I will. I'll do my homework on it, and you will see. Like, oh man, never mind. I can bring up other draft picks that have made more impact in a shorter amount of time than he has already with that. Then it's just not there.
Yeah,
So not there yet. And I'm not saying he's not going to be there. He's a good player.
Yeah.
Just let him give him time. So that's
Right.
my Cooper Flag take. I just hated when he was coming out and they put all this pressure on him. I was like, I just don't see it, guys. There's a leak out. There's a lot of holes here. There's a lot of holes. And not to say that he can't fix them, but there's a lot of holes here. And just give him time. That's not yet. Not the best 18-year-old we've ever seen.
gotcha.
Yeah, I'm with you. That's excessive. The best? No, I'm not going to give that.
Mm-mm.
But he's freaky athletic. He plays ridiculously hard. And I mean, he's fundamentally sound. I'm with
Mm-hmm.
you. This time next year, you're going to see the best of him. He's going to have that rookie year, post rookie year jump.
Yeah,
But right now, he still does flash,
yeah.
especially athletically.
Since
His
we,
ability to take people off the dribble occasionally,
Yeah,
you'll
that's what I
get
said.
there.
It's ISO ball.
Like you said, to go on, get a little hot from three, occasionally. Yeah, he
yeah,
can do that for you. But I'm with you. Yeah, but folks always want to give you these extreme takes. The best. Never seen anything like him. No, you've seen a lot of dudes like him,
go ahead
and
and
he's really
remember.
good. And he's playing for a team that, well, they lost their best player, and they want him to be good to kind of justify that
Losing.
terrible
Yep.
mistake that they made.
Yeah,
He's been a good player. But even last year at Duke, you saw it. Like
Yeah.
when KU got up in him pretty good. The
yeah,
right defenders, the right physicality. Yeah, he needs to get in the weight room.
yeah, yeah. And like we said, we didn't really break it down with you, Myrick, but we were talking off the deal. If you remember Andre Miller and Keith Van Horn back in the day with Utah,
Mhm.
just give him more athleticism. I don't see him being better than Keith Van Horn.
Oh, I got one. I got one. Kirilenko, AK-47.
Well, that definitely. You know what? That is. I'll
That's a
take
good
that
time.
because
Yeah.
AK would try to shoot and he couldn't. He wasn't a good shooter, but he would try to shoot. AK is
Yeah.
good. AK is good.
Yeah.
I think AK. Well, remember AK was more of a rugged defender. AK had some
Yeah.
AK because of the Russian because that's like that's strong like bear. I feel like AK would try to. He never saw it, but I think AK was one of the dudes who would have fought you.
Yeah, and Cooper ain't got that in him.
Yeah, I don't
He
think
doesn't
he's
have
like
that.
yeah, he's more of a
Yeah, we
quiet. He,
got to
he
fight.
just plays aggressive.
Yes.
All right. We will go back to you, Myrick. The NFL, the Super Bowl's coming up just in case anything happens and we don't get to it. We have got your Seahawks versus the Pats. Um, uh, Andre is hot and heavy on Drake May. He's got a scathing take waiting for him, but he's got to go against your guy who all year long we've been waiting for him to see the shadows. We've been waiting for him to hear the pass rush. And although he ain't been flawless, I mean, that's not how an NFL season goes. But I think that he answered a lot of his questions. Are you feeling confident now with Seattle led by Sam Darnold? Or actually, now he's proven out, is he now Sam Darnold?
um, when you say led by Sam Darnold, I don't. But if
Mm,
you say, do I feel confident in the Seahawks led by their defense? I do.
okay.
So, so that's what it's in defense we trust over there with them.
Okay.
Darnold, I like you said, he hasn't play mistake, and it's not going to. And we're not in some delusional world where we're going to expect mistake-free football. He hasn't seen as many ghosts as we thought and we were waiting on, and he may have that problem might be gone.
4
Um,
touchdowns, no picks.
yeah, that he may have improved in that level, and we're all waiting, and we're not ever going to see it because I think he's in a system where it's designed that you probably won't get to see him make those mistakes. His offensive line is good as such, so he's not running around back there. He's not seeing ghosts. So I believe the Seahawks have the best chance to win a Super Bowl. Now, Andre, you might fight me on this, but I think Drake May's run of going through these killer defenses that he's been doing is over because I only say that because through that run, he didn't look good at all. He was being propped up by his defense, which surprised me because I don't know, Charles, correct me if I'm wrong. At least on our annual shows, said anything about the Patriots defense.
No,
I don't.
they do play team defense, but to me, I think their secondary stands out more than anything.
Is that with Gonzalez? Or like, is it just Gonzalez or
No, Gonzalez and Hawkins, they kind of have a good,
okay?
nice corner safety mix.
Yeah, that's a good. I agree with that. That's fine. I think they're gonna have to lean on him in this Super Bowl, and that's when you're gonna find out, like, okay, damn, this guy's young. His first Super Bowl is young. So I think that's where we're gonna see it. I think it's gonna be the run's gonna be over with because the Seahawks defense, they like I said earlier in the season, they all fly to the ball 1 through 11. Those guys are fundamentally sound in where they're at. I believe they're fundamentally sound, and they just fly to the ball. They get to the quarterback. They disrupt. And it's fun to watch to me. It's fun to watch.
Yeah.
Fun to watch. I don't think they have. Can they shut down Njigma? I don't.
I don't think they have to.
And nobody's been able to shut him down. And no corner he's winning against is shut him down, or no defense he's winning against.
They move him around too much. If you have a corner that can hold him, they'll put him in the slot. If you have a slot, they'll put him in the backfield. And you definitely got a linebacker who can hold him if you're playing man.
So, but yeah, that's my pick. Super Bowl. Are we doing MVP at the end, or are we going?
You can give it if you got it.
I'll give a Super Bowl MVP, and that'll if they pull it off, we had the quarterback debate. It's going to be Darnold. So he'll get Super Bowl MVP.
Thought you'd go with Kenneth Walker.
Are we going to do it league MVP?
We already did that.
We did. Oh, okay.
We already did that. If you have an MVP, you can go ahead and give your MVP.
My MVP is going to be it's going to be Stafford. It should be Stafford. But,
yeah, I agree.
Okay, all right, and that's it for me.
All
right. Here's where we're at. We have two quarterbacks. They're going to show up differently for different reasons. You got Sam Darnold. Yes, usually I'll be waiting for him to choke it up, but I don't think the Patriots can put that heat on him to make him do it. If they were playing the Broncos with that rush and that defense, yeah, he should be. They're going to get him. The Patriots play good, sound team defense. They're not going to be able to put that heat on him. No, especially with 2 weeks to prepare, that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, like you said, you got Drake May. The Seahawks can put that fire on him. No, I don't believe in their offensive line. No, I don't believe that the fumbler, Ramondre Stevenson, will protect the ball. So he's going to put it on the ground at least once because he always puts it on the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Seahawks will win the game because they're going to be able to protect the ball and they play better defense.
Yeah.
JSN will be he's going to be the MVP of the game.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
I
going to have at
won't
least
argue
10
with that.
catches.
Only reason I didn't say it, I won't argue with that. Only reason I didn't say him was because they just typically did with the quarterbacks. So
Yeah, but I'm with you. But I just think,
yeah,
again, 10 catches, 120, 130, two
should get you
TDs.
MVP.
Yeah, he should be the MVP of the game. Now, if they give it to Darnold, it would feel wrong. Just like it would feel wrong if Drake May was the NFL MVP. It
Yeah,
would be dead wrong.
yeah.
Drake is a good quarterback. He's going to come out there, but he's going to face, like you said, his run against getting over on these defenses, TikTok.
Yeah.
In a big game, I know the dude I saw back in North Carolina.
Yeah.
He's waiting to come out to play.
All
Seahawks are going to win, and they can run the ball. Again, I'm
Yeah.
a big
There you
Kenneth
go.
Walker
There you
fan.
go.
I
Yeah.
was a big fan at Michigan State. I was a big fan at Wake Forest. I'm a big fan now. I wish he was a Chief.
All right.
But
Well,
there's your hot take. He should be a Chief.
There
well,
you go.
actually, you know what? Here's the deal too. Since we walked in that, because actually, I'm in unison. I agree. The Seahawks should win this game. Um, I, that was a debate between him. Side hustle. Then, who do you want, Kenneth Walker or the Jets?
Oh,
Mm.
oh.
Brees.
Yeah, you got to go with Brees. Brees runs tougher.
Okay.
Kenneth he's a thick dude, but he don't like to run like that. He likes to give you all the wiggle. He don't
Yeah.
want to put that shoulder down
And,
on
and and my thing was
you.
he always gets fake hurt. He's like Tyreek, and he's like it's just he's always banged up. When I looked at it, it was like he really actually doesn't miss games. He had one season where he missed some games. Other than that, he plays 15 games. He's there. But I'm like, it seems like he's always hurt. Every time I look up, he's on the injury list. He's hurt. He's got an ankle. He's got this. He's got that. I guess if he's playing, it is what it is. But I feel like with what the Chiefs would have to pay him, I think that he's just a main committee guy, but he needs, he's a guy who's gonna get. He's not a workhorse.
He's a young Kareem Hunt before Kareem got slow and had to bulk up and start putting his shoulder into people.
Yeah.
Think early Chiefs, yeah.
Y'all don't.
Oh, wow, look at me. No, that's not him today, though.
I think he has a complimentary back in Charbonnet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
and
that's
that's
what I'm
why.
saying.
Yeah,
That means we've got to like. I'm okay with keeping Hunt, and I'm okay. And obviously, we have the third down back, the Davis, whoever it was, the number 24, who was the young back.
Rashard
So
Smith, I
Yeah,
think.
Rashard
Rashard.
Smith,
Yeah,
yes, good job,
yeah.
Rashard Smith. So obviously, you bring him in, he just becomes the main guy. Hunt's the third down back, or the short down back, or the breather back, and you keep progressing Smith as a third down receiving type of guy. Because I don't think he's ever going to be big enough to do anything other than that. So yeah, so we're there. We're good there. Moving over KU right now. As far as I got 60-45. The big surprise is the rookie AJ Bunsa had a late start, so he's got 10 points now, shooting 50%, just 2 rebounds. And for us, Bryson Tiller is going off. He's got the light set on green. He is 3 from 3. He's got 15 points to come right behind Mr. Aggressive Darren Peterson, who came right out and had what about eight or 10 points over them to lead over BYU. So early on, KU, well, not early on, after the break, KU is holding steady. What do you guys think for the rest of this game? And since we got both of you, we kind of gave takes also on their next or Big Monday's game against um,
Texas Tech.
Texas Tech. So, what do you guys think about that? For me, real quick to refresh you guys my opinion, I thought that this would be a game that we could win because they really only had three. They had Saunders, Wright, and the rookie the freshman who basically were the key. Now they had higher scoring in the sense of 24, respectively 19, and then a high 18 right under that and right, and the 3-point shooting. But the other guys were writing. They said they would start Flory on him, and they did. And it kept him out slow. It took him to a sluggish start. We got up big. I thought that Texas Tech, because of the way they played, I thought they were a deeper team. That is the team that I thought would give us more of a fight. I think we ended with you, Mark. So back to you, Andre. What is your What is your KU assessment for these two games we got?
All right, KU closes out this game tonight. It's the field house. Peterson is playing on fire. So if BYU starts to come back, I think it's KU still up 15.
Yeah.
Call on Superman. He's gonna put the fire out. Plus, everybody makes a run. Now, the Texas Tech game is a trouble. It's a big challenge for KU because they jack up threes. They shot 23 threes today.
Yeah.
They're going to jack it up constantly. KU struggles to defend the 3-point line, and KU doesn't always hit threes.
Yeah.
And they're playing at Texas Tech. That feels like a bad recipe. And then
And they're coming off a
they got
loss.
Obi Toppin's little brother, who's
Remember
a problem.
in that take that you had, Texas Tech did you lose to Florida today, 88-80.
Yeah. Yeah, which I was surprised. So now you get a motivated Texas Tech that's going to go at home and that's going to jack it up. Uh, I don't know if Flory can guard Toppin.
Okay.
Toppin is a 20 and 10.
Yes.
Uh, I didn't think he was as good as his brother. Apparently he is.
Yeah. Yeah. Obi.
He's going to be a problem for Flory, and Flory's going to get 2 early fouls. I want KU to win. I want them to get hot, but a team that jacks up threes, if they start hitting them, what you gonna do with them?
Gotcha. Gotcha. Mark.
Yeah, they're gonna. I think they'll close this game out today. No problem. I'm surprised. Well, Bill Self had a good game plan for the freshman AJ Debansa, and it's working. It's still working. So I think they'll close this game out. Now on to Texas Tech. Um, like Andre said, them dudes it's a green light for everybody. So who are we gonna stop? How are we gonna defend this? How are we gonna run them off the 3-point line? Can we run them off the 3-point line? Do we have the personnel to run them off? Bill Self still only running 7 guys. That's a lot to ask to get these guys off the 3-point line. And if they could somehow force some turnovers,
Yeah.
and play ball control, I think you can keep it close. I want it like you said, Andre. I want to see them win, and I would like to. But if they don't, I'll at least keep it close and make it competitive.
Yeah.
And they're just going to have to step it up on the defensive side,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll see what. Like you said, I don't think Flory has anything for him. It can get ugly on that side of the ball. They might want to think about I don't even know if he has anybody else he can put on him though.
Well, the
You ain't
guards
putting Killer
try.
on.
All those guards are around 6'4", 6'5". They try because remember they put Jackson on Bunsa, and till he got his second foul, which was a phantom foul. He was doing okay because you can move your feet, but yeah, Toppin's a little bit different.
Toppin's different, man, and
Yeah.
I just said if they're gonna have to play this game defensively minded, I think more than offensively minded
Yeah,
to
I
even
think they'll
hang
just.
in there and give them a chance.
I think they'll just keep getting too spread out. I just think it's a bad
Yeah, like I said,
matchup.
yeah. How watching Texas Tech? How you can't? I can't. I can't get. I'm sorry. I can't run everybody off this line. So
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my thing. Yeah.
yeah, and that's going to be on himself to come up with something to run them off.
Bunch
I
of
just don't
head
see
down
how.
plays. Move, boom,
Yeah,
3. Dang. Move,
Yep.
boom, 3.
and
Dang.
Boom.
it's
Move,
quick.
move.
They're
Oh,
quick.
back,
They're
back,
coming down
back, back line
again.
layup.
The ball. They're coming down and the ball's up. It's like we didn't even get set for defense. So
Yeah.
a lot of now I don't know.
Yeah, I
I don't
don't
think we
think
have
we're
to worry
designed to score like that. Now, I think our guards if Peterson plays, they'll want to take they'll want to shoot with them. but unless we're going to the free throw line, the numbers ain't gonna match up.
There you go.
So,
Yeah, that's what I said. Take it defense, ball control. Try to draw some, get it from the free throw line. But it's I don't know. It's a tough task next week. Tough task.
all right. Well, we will stay focused. We'll hope everything shakes out, and we will see how our takes hit coming up. So I appreciate both of you guys here. Has everything been going good for everybody? Andre, we haven't seen you in a little bit. How you been?
Dude, I'll tell you after we get off the call.
All right. We got the juice
But
is
we're
loose.
not gonna say this for the audience.
Okay. All right. Myrick, how you been? Everything good?
Everything's been good, going
All right.
good, man.
How'd your back make it through that snow? You got some driveways in. How'd you do?
You know what? That I was out there and it hit me. I had an epiphany. A little red sunshine. It was like, hey man, this your last year shoveling. And I was like, you know what? You right. You right, little dude on my shoulder. I was like, I think I'm gonna invest in one of them little electric
Blowers.
shovels or something, blower, something. It's just
Uh-huh.
I saw somebody using it. And I was like, man, that look, hey.
Well, I
I
follow the
even
rules
tried
of the
to I even
game.
tried to talk to him like, you get that? You got that on sale? Yeah, for real. It works good? He went out, thought he was gonna say, "Oh, here, you try it."
Yeah,
Nah, he
yeah.
didn't.
Nope. That's hey, because remember, in the end, I don't want you breaking my stuff, homie. But yeah, hey, I was out there. It wasn't bad. I followed the rules of the game. I stretched first, so you know what I'm saying. I made it through. So, but yeah, I felt the burn. You get about halfway through when you got the double side. You get about halfway through, and it's like, man, like you said, you got to press through because it's like either I just leave this one side and have everybody judging me, which I'm cool with, or I just go ahead and power through because I don't know, and I just went ahead and powered through, so it worked out. All right. So we will see you guys next week. Episode 23 coming up. This has been the R.S.B. Appreciate Myrick. Andre, t-shirts are in. Andre, you gonna get a t-shirt?
Yep.
All right. So you'll need to do like the youngins and slide me that Addy, and I'll get that
All
out
right.
to you in Baltimore in the coming weeks. As you see, it took her a while, but she finally got it done. So shout out to Crown Printing. So this has been the R.S.B. Holla.